Imagine a life where you're no longer constantly running after approval, recognition, or success. A life where you let go of the endless pursuit of control and perfection. What if everything you've been taught about striving, pushing, and chasing is actually the very thing that's keeping you from true happiness? It's easy to believe that success, confidence, and peace are things that must be earned through relentless effort and external validation. But what if the real key to all of these things is in stopping that chase? What if the moment you stop trying to force life into a mold, life itself begins to unfold naturally? Michel de Montaigne, a philosopher far ahead of his time, gave us a mindset that challenges the way we live. His philosophy was not just about the world around us, but about the way we relate to ourselves and our own desires. His lessons on self-acceptance, inner peace, and the importance of letting go offer a fresh perspective on how to live authentically. By the end of this journey, you'll understand why stopping the chase is the first step toward unlocking a deeper, more fulfilling life. Because when you stop seeking validation, you start to attract the things that are truly meant for you. Let's take a deeper dive into how Montaigne's mindset can change everything about how you experience life. The problem with chasing. We live in a world that constantly pressures us to achieve, to prove ourselves, to be better, faster, and more successful than everyone else. We're told to chase our dreams, chase success, chase happiness. But the more we chase, the further away these things seem to get. Think about it. How many times have you found yourself trying to meet expectations that weren't even yours? How often have you been weighed down by the fear of judgment or failure? How much of your life has been spent on trying to be someone else's idea of successful or good enough? Montaigne saw this clearly. He saw that most people are caught in the same trap, constantly running after something they feel they need to prove, to earn, or to achieve. But what if the chase itself is the problem? What if all the effort we put into seeking approval, controlling outcomes, and chasing success is actually preventing us from living a fulfilling, meaningful life? What if, instead of chasing, we could simply stop, breathe, and allow things to come to us? Montaigne's philosophy isn't about achieving the perfect life or controlling every moment. Instead, it's about accepting life as it is, unpredictable, imperfect, and beyond our full control. It's about finding freedom not in the constant pursuit of something more, but in the art of letting go. He understood that the real source of suffering comes from trying to control every aspect of life, from trying to be perfect, and from constantly seeking validation from others. He believed that real peace and wisdom come when we stop chasing and allow ourselves to live authentically, without the burden of external expectations. In his famous essays, Montaigne explores the idea that most of our struggles come from resisting the natural flow of life. He invites us to stop fighting against the world and start living more in tune with it. By letting go of the need to control everything, we create space for the life we truly want. Here's the paradox. The more we let go, the more we gain. The less we chase, the more we attract. When you stop trying to control every little thing, you open yourself up to experiences, people, and opportunities that align with your true self. Think about the most charismatic, confident people you know. Are they the ones who are always trying to win everyone's approval, over-explaining themselves, and endlessly seeking validation? Or are they the ones who are unapologetically themselves, at ease with who they are, and unbothered by small worries? Montaigne understood this deeply. He knew that when we stop chasing approval and perfection, we start to embody a kind of authenticity that others are naturally drawn to. True power comes not from constantly trying to prove ourselves, but from being comfortable with who we are and allowing life to unfold as it will. The power of authenticity. One of the most powerful truths Montaigne offers us is the importance of authenticity. We live in a world that often tells us to be something we're not, to fit in, to conform, to live up to the ideals of others. But Montaigne shows us that true strength lies in embracing our imperfections and living authentically. When we stop seeking external validation, we begin to trust ourselves. We stop measuring our worth by others' standards and instead start measuring it by our own sense of self. We stop chasing and begin to attract the relationships, opportunities, and experiences that truly resonate with us. Think about it. How many times have you found yourself anxious or stressed because you were trying to live up to someone else's expectations? How often do you worry about being judged, being found wanting, or not being enough? What would happen if you simply stopped caring about all of that? The freedom to live on your own terms. Montaigne's philosophy is ultimately about freedom. The freedom to be yourself. The freedom to live without constantly seeking approval. The freedom to stop chasing after things that don't truly serve you. When you stop chasing, you open up space for your life to take shape naturally. You allow yourself to make decisions based on what truly matters to you, not what others think you should do. You allow yourself to take risks, to make mistakes, and to be imperfect, because you no longer need everything to be perfect to feel worthy or valuable. Montaigne's mindset shows us that the more we let go of the need to control everything, the more peace we find. We stop worrying about every outcome, every decision, and every judgment. We trust that life will unfold as it's meant to, and that's where the real freedom lies. Here's another irony. By stopping the chase, we actually become more successful in the ways that truly matter. Relationships become more authentic. Opportunities come naturally. Decisions become clearer and easier because they are rooted in our true desires, not in what we think we should want. Think about the times in your life when you stopped trying so hard. Maybe it was a relationship, a career opportunity, or even just a moment of personal growth. In those times when you surrendered the need to control, things often fell into place in ways you never expected. That's the power of Montaigne's philosophy. When you let go, life flows. The art of surrendering to life. Montaigne's philosophy isn't just about letting go of external pressures, it's about embracing the uncertainty of life itself. It's about accepting that we don't have all the answers, that we can't predict every outcome, and that failure is simply part of the journey. The more we resist the unpredictability of life, the more we suffer. The more we try to force things to happen, the more we experience frustration and disappointment. But when we surrender, when we let go of the need to control, we create space for something greater, something more aligned with our true path. So, what happens when you stop chasing? When you let go of the constant need for approval, the fear of judgment, and the exhaustion of trying to be perfect? You start living life on your own terms. You find peace, not in controlling every outcome, but in surrendering to the flow of life. You stop fighting against yourself and the world around you. You begin to embrace imperfection, both in yourself and in others. You stop chasing and start living. And that's when life truly comes to you.